Congratulations! Archangel Michael says, your miracle has arrived, and your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. Please open this immediately, because heaven has waited for you to be ready for this moment, and the gates are now opening wide with a light that is impossible to ignore. The divine has chosen this hour as sacred, and the voice of God is speaking directly into the atmosphere of your life, carrying promises that were written before you were even born, promises that are now awakening and manifesting because the appointed time has finally arrived. The angels who have been guarding you since your first breath are standing in formation, rejoicing, sounding trumpets in the spirit realm, and declaring that this is the moment you have longed for, prayed for, and even cried for in silence when no one else knew the depth of your pain. Heaven has never been blind to your struggles. Every tear that touched your pillow, every prayer whispered in the night, every time you questioned whether God truly saw you, these have not gone unnoticed. In fact, your cries became incense in the throne room of God, rising up as a fragrance that touched the heart of the Almighty. And now, after years of unseen battles, after hidden trials that tested your spirit, after betrayals and disappointments that nearly broke you, the Lord is declaring restoration, abundance, and breakthrough into your life. This message is not ordinary, because it carries the weight of destiny. Archangel Michael himself has stepped forward to confirm what the Father has already decreed. You cannot miss this, you cannot overlook it, and you cannot walk away from it, because this is the fulfillment of a divine appointment written in the scroll of your existence. There are moments in life when everything shifts, when the ground beneath your feet changes, when the atmosphere around you begins to stir with holy fire, and this is that moment. God is sending out His word with urgency, saying, "Congratulations, my beloved child, for the season of waiting is over, and the blessing that was delayed is now arriving with acceleration. What the enemy tried to block, I am releasing with greater power. What was stolen from you, I am returning multiplied. What you thought was permanently lost, I am resurrecting in ways that will astonish you and everyone connected to your journey. Do not think for one moment that you were forgotten. The truth is that heaven has been preparing the stage, aligning people, resources, and opportunities that you cannot even imagine, so that when your miracle arrives, it will be undeniable that it came from God alone. Archangel Michael is here to ensure that no force of darkness interferes, no opposition succeeds, and no hidden plot against you prevails. The battle has already been won in the spirit realm, and now you are about to see the manifestation with your own eyes. There is a reason you feel this pull to open, to read, to stay, because your spirit already recognizes that this message is not just words, it is a decree. It carries life, it carries light, it carries the voice of the Eternal, and it is confirming that what you thought was impossible is already unfolding behind the scenes. You may have wondered why certain doors were closed, why certain relationships ended, why certain seasons felt heavy with delay, but the Lord is saying today that all of it was necessary, because He was clearing the way for something that could not be contaminated, something pure, something eternal, something crafted by His own hand. Do you know what heaven is declaring over you right now? Congratulations, chosen one, for the blessing is not just near, it is here. The angel of breakthrough has stepped into your story, and you will not walk another day under the weight of yesterday's burdens. The tide has turned, the season has shifted, and your name has been spoken in heavenly courts where victory is decided. You are not entering this new chapter empty-handed, you are entering with treasures of wisdom, strength, and divine favor that no man and no demon can take from you. Archangel Michael is standing beside you, his sword raised in flame, declaring that nothing will stand against you in this hour. He is cutting away chains that tried to bind you, shattering walls that tried to contain you, and silencing voices that tried to discourage you. The angel armies are marching with you, surrounding you with light so brilliant that darkness trembles at your very presence. This is why you could not be destroyed, no matter how fierce the attacks, no matter how heavy the storms, because you were covered, guarded, preserved for this very moment. Your miracle is not distant, it is not a vague promise, it is here and now. It is arriving with acceleration, and even as you read this, the shift is taking place in the unseen. Contracts are being signed in your favor, letters with your name are being written, doors that were locked are opening, hearts that were cold are softening, resources that were hidden are being released, and blessings that seemed delayed are rushing to meet you. You are walking into a divine reversal, where everything that once worked against you will now begin to work for you, where even your enemies will have to acknowledge that the hand of God is upon you. The Lord says, I have seen how you endured, how you kept believing even when hope was faint, how you kept loving even when love was not returned, how you kept giving even when you had little left to give. And because you did not give up, because you did not let bitterness consume you, because you chose to keep walking even when you were weary, I am now releasing a blessing that will overwhelm you with joy. Do not be surprised when people who once doubted you suddenly want to stand beside you. Do not be surprised when places that once rejected you now call for you. Do not be surprised when blessings come from directions you never expected. For this is not a man-made opportunity, it is a God-ordained miracle, and it carries the seal of heaven. You are about to step into rooms where your name was already spoken before you arrived, into opportunities that were written in your destiny long before you prayed for them, into blessings that are far beyond what your mind has ever imagined. The heavens are roaring with celebration, because one chapter is closing and another is opening, a chapter written with golden ink, marked by divine favor, saturated with heavenly abundance. Archangel Michael is declaring, this one belongs to God, and nothing can stop what is coming. Your miracle has your name on it, and no one else can claim it. It was crafted for you, reserved for you, protected for you, and now delivered to you. Stay in faith, beloved soul, because the breakthrough you are about to see will not be small, it will be monumental. It will restore not only what you lost, but also what you never thought you could have. It will heal wounds, repair relationships, open streams of provision, and lift your spirit into a joy that cannot be shaken. God has prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies, and that table is overflowing with blessings you cannot even count. And even now, as you read this, the Spirit of God is moving around you, stirring your heart, quickening your faith, whispering to your soul, "It is here. It is time. You are chosen. You are loved. You are not forgotten." And the angels echo those words, rejoicing, surrounding you with songs of victory, because the kingdom of heaven delights in this moment that has finally come. Congratulations, child of God. Your miracle is here. Do not doubt it. Do not delay it. Do not let fear steal it. Step into it with faith, receive it with gratitude, and watch as the power of the Almighty transforms your life in ways that will leave you and everyone around you speechless. Archangel Michael has sealed it, heaven has decreed it, and God Himself has spoken it. Your time has come, and nothing will ever be the same again. Congratulations! Archangel Michael says your miracle has arrived, and heaven is echoing with celebration because at this very moment something extraordinary is unfolding in your destiny. The angels are gathering, the heavens are aligning, and God is speaking directly to you with a message so urgent, so sacred, and so personal that nothing in creation will allow you to skip this. Michael stands with his sword of light, declaring that this message is sealed in truth and that you are not allowed to miss it, because it carries the blueprint of the miracle you have been waiting for all your life. Every delay, every tear, every silent prayer you whispered when no one was watching, every sleepless night when your heart ached for answers, all of it has been gathered by the angels and presented before God. And God, in His infinite love and mercy, has declared, "Now is the time, this is the hour, this is the season of fulfillment, and this message will not pass you by." Even as you read these words, Michael is insisting that you remain open, because this is no ordinary message. This is not another passing thought or a fleeting inspiration. This is a decree from heaven, a divine announcement, and an eternal confirmation. God is saying to you that your story is shifting, that your miracle has been delivered, and that nothing on earth, no power in darkness, no plot of envy, and no curse of the past can take away what has been placed in your hands. God says, "You are mine, chosen, loved, redeemed, and now celebrated in front of the very world that doubted you." Michael is crying tears of joy, but he also trembles with urgency because he knows how often you have ignored the signs, how many times you walked away from the message, how many times the heavens tried to show you a glimpse and you dismissed it as coincidence. He cannot let that happen this time. That is why He is pressing this into your heart with unshakable force. Please open this immediately, because this is the breakthrough moment that cannot be lost. The angels are pushing this message before you as if heaven itself has written your name in bold light, declaring, "This belongs to you. Do not run. Do not delay. Do not doubt. God says, "My child, I have walked with you through valleys where no one else could see you. I have carried you when your strength was gone. I have listened to the cry behind your smile. I have seen you standing in the crowd yet feeling invisible, and I never once looked away. I kept you alive when everything tried to break you. I shielded you when enemies rose in secret. I anointed you when the world overlooked you. I placed dreams in your spirit that even you thought were too impossible to come true. And now, in this very moment, I am sending Michael with this declaration: your miracle has arrived, and nothing will stop it. The angels are whispering your name right now across realms. They are rejoicing because what has been written in the book of your destiny is being opened. Every page that was once hidden, every blessing that was once delayed, every truth that was once covered, is now being exposed in the light of heaven. God says the season of waiting is over. The delay has expired. The rejection has turned into redirection. The tears you shed have become seeds of miracles. Every "no" you heard has turned into God's eternal "yes." Michael is standing guard because this miracle is too precious to be touched by doubt. He says that when you finish reading this, you will feel the shift in your heart. The heaviness that weighed on you will start to lift. The confusion that clouded your vision will begin to clear. The hopelessness that chained you will break. God is not only promising you a blessing, He is delivering you into a new dimension where miracles flow like rivers and favor surrounds you like a shield. God says, "I remember the times you almost gave up, the moments you thought I had forgotten you, the times you believed you were unworthy. But now I want the world to see what I always knew about you, that you are chosen, royal, precious, and unstoppable in my hand." This miracle is not a small thing. It is a public declaration that I am with you, that heaven backs you, that angels surround you, and that no weapon formed against you will prosper. This miracle is a testimony written in the fabric of your life, a reminder that I am still the God who answers prayers. Michael is urgent because he knows you sometimes let fear whisper louder than faith. He knows how often you let the enemy trick you into silence. He knows how you hesitate to believe that something this good could be true for you. That is why he is not allowing you to skip this message. He says, "You must understand, child of light, that heaven itself has signed your release papers, stamped your destiny, and unlocked doors that were sealed shut for years. What you thought was lost forever is restored. What you thought was denied is being handed back in double portion. What you thought was the end is only the beginning of a new chapter written by God's own hand." Do not underestimate this moment. God says, "I am rearranging everything around you to align with this miracle." People you do not know are being sent to help you. Resources you never expected are being transferred to your name. Opportunities that seemed impossible are being unlocked right now. Even the very atmosphere is changing, because the earth recognizes when I release a miracle, and the earth must obey my word. I declare over you that goodness and mercy will chase you down, that blessings will overflow, that your name will be mentioned in rooms you have never entered, and that your story will inspire those who once doubted you. Michael is shouting in the Spirit, calling angels of breakthrough, angels of healing, angels of wealth, angels of favor, angels of restoration to surround you. He is crying with joy but also with holy urgency, because he knows that this message is the key to your awareness. He knows that once you accept this truth, nothing will be able to take it away from you. Heaven has already released it, but your spirit must embrace it, your heart must believe it, and your faith must claim it. That is why he says, do not skip. Do not doubt. Open it now. God says, my child, you have survived storms that would have destroyed others. You have walked through fire and came out without being consumed. You have been tested in silence, and yet here you stand. And because you endured, I am opening the floodgates of blessings. I am commanding doors to swing wide open. I am commanding healing to flow into your body, peace to flood your mind, joy to overflow in your spirit, and abundance to fill your life. I am commanding angels to fight for you in realms you cannot see. This is not just a promise, this is a decree. The heavens are echoing with your name, and the sound of celebration is louder than the sound of every accusation against you. The angels are preparing crowns, garments of light, and scrolls of inheritance. God is showing you that everything that was stolen is returning, everything that was broken is being mended, everything that was hidden is being revealed. Even those who opposed you will watch as you rise, because God says this miracle will be undeniable. Michael says, you are stepping into a season where miracles will follow you daily, where favor will meet you unexpectedly, where peace will guard your nights and joy will flood your mornings. This is the day the Lord has made for your lifting, your restoration, and your breakthrough. He reminds you that angels are on assignment and that heaven has already signed the order. God says, congratulations, my beloved. This is your moment. This is your season. Your miracle has arrived. Congratulations. Archangel Michael says, your miracle has arrived. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. Please open this immediately, for what you are about to hear is not an ordinary message but a divine revelation written for you since before you were even born. God has spoken, and His word comes with a seal of certainty, a vibration of power, and an assurance that what is being revealed to you today carries the weight of heaven. This is not just another moment in your life, this is the moment, the one turning point that heaven orchestrated when angels whispered your name and declared that your time has come. You may not realize it, but right now, in this very moment, heaven's spotlight is on you, and the earth and sky are trembling with anticipation because something that was delayed, something that was hidden, something that was stolen, is about to return to you in the form of a miracle that no hand of darkness can stop. For too long, you have been waiting, searching, praying, and wondering if God has heard your tears, your cries in silence, your whispered prayers in the middle of the night. Heaven answers you now, yes, God heard every single word, and none of them went unnoticed. Every drop of your tears has been collected in the chalice of heaven, and Archangel Michael has stood guard by your side, refusing to let your destiny be erased, refusing to let the forces against you prevail. That is why Michael speaks with such urgency. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost, because if you do, you would miss the very door that heaven has opened only for you, and that door is now standing wide open, glowing with the light of your miracle. The battle that you thought was going to destroy you was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to prepare you. The people who betrayed you, the ones who mocked you, the ones who worked in secret to bring you down, they have all unknowingly pushed you closer to the throne of your destiny. Their weapons failed, their plots backfired, and the net they set for you has trapped them instead. God has allowed you to walk through the valley of shadows only so you would rise from it carrying the crown of victory. That is why this message comes with holy urgency, because the crown is already here, the breakthrough has already arrived, the miracle is already waiting for you to stretch your hand and receive it. Archangel Michael has seen how many times you nearly gave up, how many nights you lay awake questioning why it had to be so hard, why the doors closed, why people left, why the road was lonely. But Michael is crying no more, because heaven has announced, the wait is over. You are stepping into a season where promises that once felt like dreams will manifest in reality before your eyes. That financial door you thought was shut forever, God says it will open suddenly. That relationship you thought was lost, God says He will restore what was broken. That opportunity you thought slipped away, God says He has kept it reserved with your name on it, so no one else could claim what was yours. Listen, because this is not just poetry, this is prophecy. You are being aligned with a blessing that is so specific to you, so tailor-made, that when it arrives you will know without a doubt that this was heaven's plan all along. The enemy wanted you to believe you were forgotten, but now heaven reveals you were hidden, protected, preserved for such a time as this. Every delay was divine protection. Every rejection was a redirection. Every silence from heaven was preparation for this loud, undeniable announcement: your miracle has arrived. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this, do not delay, do not scroll past this word as if it is common. This is not common. This is holy. This is not random. This is chosen. You are not reading this by accident. You are reading this because heaven ordained this exact moment for you to know the truth that you have carried power all along. You are the chosen one, the vessel that heaven is pouring into right now. And heaven's instruction is simple: receive. You do not have to fight for this anymore. You do not have to beg for this anymore. The battle is already won. The chains are already broken. The contract is already signed in heaven's ink. God says, lift your eyes, because the help you were waiting for is closer than you think. The person you need to meet is already on their way. The opportunity you have been waiting for is about to knock on your door. The resources you need are being gathered as you read these words. The angelic hosts are moving with divine speed, bringing into alignment every detail of your miracle. You are about to see doors open that you did not knock on, blessings arrive that you did not chase, and favor pour out in measures that will make even your enemies acknowledge that God is with you. The reason Archangel Michael is insistent that you open this and not skip it is because heaven knows how close you are to missing it. Distractions have been sent your way. Doubts have been whispered into your heart, weariness has tried to pull you away from your divine appointment. But heaven refuses to let you miss this. You must know, right here and now, that the miracle is already sealed, and all that is left is for you to say yes, to believe, to receive, to open your heart wide enough to allow heaven to pour in what has always belonged to you. Even the timing of this message is not ordinary. Heaven chose this day, this hour, this very moment to release it into your spirit. You may have felt like things were stuck, but suddenly the momentum is shifting. Suddenly the phone call comes. Suddenly the letter arrives. Suddenly the breakthrough happens. Suddenly the miracle is in your hands. And when it happens, you will know it is not coincidence, it is divine orchestration. God says, you are not just going to survive anymore. You are going to thrive. You are not just going to dream anymore, you are going to live in the reality of what you prayed for. You are not just going to hope anymore, you are going to hold the evidence of your miracle in your hands. And when you do, your testimony will shake the atmosphere, because people who doubted you will have no choice but to believe that the God who rescued you is real, powerful, and faithful. Your miracle has a sound, and it is ringing right now. Can you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that trembling in your heart, that sense that something is shifting, that is not imagination, that is confirmation. The angels are shouting your name, heaven is releasing the scroll with your destiny written on it, and Archangel Michael himself is standing at your door, sword in hand, declaring that no demon, no curse, no betrayal, no darkness can touch what God has given you. This is why you cannot skip this message. If you ignore it, you ignore your moment. But if you receive it, you step into the fullness of everything heaven promised you. Do not be afraid. Do not hesitate. Do not question whether you are worthy. Heaven already declared you worthy when Jesus gave his life for you. Your worth is not up for debate. Your calling is not up for vote, your miracle is not up for negotiation. It is sealed, signed, delivered, now open your spirit to receive it. Congratulations, because heaven has already celebrated your breakthrough. The angels are already singing, Michael is already rejoicing, and heaven's book of destiny is already declaring it. Your miracle is here. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Congratulations. Archangel Michael says, your miracle has arrived. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. Please open this immediately. Breathe in these words as if they were oxygen for your weary soul, because they are. Heaven has leaned in, the atmosphere around you has been rearranged. This is not a gentle whisper from afar, this is a trumpet blast of mercy and favor sent directly to you. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You only need to trust God and pray to Him. Read on with the expectancy of someone who knows that everything is about to change. Do you feel that? A pressure in the room that wasn't there before? A warmth in your chest? That is the presence of the Most High drawing near. Archangel Michael stands before you, his armor gleaming with a light you can neither manufacture nor forget. He holds no condemnation in his eyes, there is only fierce love and a readiness to fight for what belongs to you. He is declaring your restoration, your vindication, your breakthrough. The angels have been dispatched, the divine ledger has been reviewed, and heaven's decision is final. The miracle that has been promised in quiet seasons, in long prayers, and in hidden tears is now active. It has entered the atmosphere and will not depart until you receive it. This message is urgent, yet tender. Urgent because the timing is ripe, tender because God's heart for you has never been more intimate. You have walked through valleys, you have tasted bitter disappointment. You have wondered if your prayers were heard, or if the heavens had turned aside. Now God answers, I heard you. I have kept every tear. I have catalogued every prayer you offered when the world was asleep. I have used your pain as soil to plant something glorious. The miracle at your door is not a replacement for what you lost, it is a glorious multiplication. What was taken will return, and more. What was broken will be remodeled into something stronger. What was delayed will arrive with a favor that will make the doubters silent and the faithful weep in joy. Archangel Michael says, do not postpone this moment for tomorrow. Do not let the enemy convince you to wait. This is the exact window created for you. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your lips. Speak aloud what God has placed in your spirit. Declare, I receive. Surrender your fear, your resentment, your attempts to control the how and the when. God is not asking for your perfect plan, He is asking for your surrendered heart. It is in that surrendered place that the miraculous is able to take root and grow without hindrance. You may ask, why me? Because God chooses the humble, the broken, those who have persisted despite everything telling them to stop. You are chosen because you kept showing up. You are chosen because you refused to quit when giving up would have been easier. You are chosen because your suffering has been refined into strength and your patience has been woven into character. You are not chosen because you were perfect. You are chosen because you were honest, and honesty is what God uses to craft destiny. Right now, angels are aligning circumstances in ways only heaven can orchestrate. Bridges that were burned will be rebuilt. Keys that were lost are being placed into your hands. People who were arranged in your life for a season are being shuffled so that those who belong to your destiny can enter. Doors that were sealed will swing open. Appointments are being scheduled in realms you cannot see yet. The Lord is writing your story in large print, and every sentence is heavy with purpose. Hear this: you are not abandoned to the logic of the world. The laws of men are not the limits of God. If the world says no, God says wait. If the world says impossible, heaven says watch. If the world says you are too late, the Lord says you are right on time. The divine timetable is not measured by minutes on a clock but by the readiness of your heart to receive what He has for you. That readiness is being established right now. Let go of the need to understand every detail. Faith is not the absence of questions. Faith is the decision to trust when questions remain. Archangel Michael declares protection over your mind, your body, your home, your relationships, and your destiny. All dark schemes meant to steal, kill, or destroy are being cancelled. Every sly whisper of doubt placed in your ear by the enemy is being silenced. The word that would have kept you in bondage has been broken. The chains that bound you are shattered like brittle glass. You will walk forward with a new confidence, not the self-made confidence the world sells, but a deep, rock-solid assurance that comes from knowing God is with you and for you. Let that assurance steady your steps. This miracle is not merely a change in circumstances, it is a transformation in your inner life. Old wounds will begin to close. Old patterns of fear and scarcity will begin to dissolve. You will begin to dream again with a boldness you thought had vanished. Your vision will be cleared. Where you once saw only obstacles, you will now see opportunities. Where your heart once carried heaviness, lightness will begin to settle. Joy is not an accident in your life, it is a sign that God's favor is present and active. Expect divine encounters. Expect confirmations that make no earthly sense. Expect phone calls, doors, or meetings that you did not arrange. Expect the sudden influx of resources, financial, relational, emotional, that will make provision where none seemed possible. But remember, with miracles come responsibilities. God's blessings are not meant to inflate your ego, they are meant to enlarge your capacity to serve, to love, and to give. The favor you receive is not only for your comfort, it is for your calling. Use it to lift others, to heal what has been broken, to extend kindness without tallying returns. When you steward this miracle with humility, it will continue to multiply. Archangel Michael is reminding you to forgive. Forgiveness is not about excusing wrong, it is about releasing yourself from the prison of bitterness so you can step into your destiny. The past may have been cruel, but you are not required to carry that cruelty forward. Forgiveness frees you to move without the heavy baggage of resentment. It opens space for the miracle to find its place in you. If forgiving seems impossible, pray for the grace to forgive. Ask God to do the work in your heart. He will. He specializes in mending what seems irreparable. Do not be surprised if the breakthrough looks different than you imagined. God's ways are higher than yours. The miracle may come in unexpected packaging. The blessing may arrive through a person you would never have chosen. Be open. Remain receptive even when your mind resists the unfamiliar. God often sends the answer in a way that humbles our expectations because He wants us to know the source of the blessing, Himself. When the unusual becomes the instrument of blessing, give thanks and recognize His fingerprint. If doubt rises, speak truth. Speak scripture, speak declarations, speak the promises you have held on to. Say aloud, I am protected. I am loved. I am chosen. I receive this miracle. Words have weight in the spirit realm. They are not empty syllables but keys that unlock heavenly doors. Your spoken faith is one of the ways you partner with God. Do not underestimate the power of your voice in this hour. You may be wondering about timing. Some seeds sprout instantly, others take time to germinate. Patience is not passive waiting, it is active dependence. While you wait, prepare. Tend to your heart, sharpen your mind, and ready your hands to receive and steward what is coming. Practical steps matter. Keep showing up to work you are called to, maintain integrity in relationships, say yes to the small assignments God gives now because they are often training grounds for greater assignments. Preparation and prayer work together. Prayer brings the miracle. Preparation makes you fit to manage it. There may be tests. There may be moments when the enemy tries to counterfeit the blessing with a distraction or a lesser offer. Do not be fooled by imitations. The true miracle will align with God's character. Peace will accompany it, not confusion. Clarity will follow, not chaos. Fruit will be evident, not just spectacle. Ask God for discernment. Archangel Michael stands beside you with a sword that is also a tool of discernment, cutting away falsehood so truth can be revealed. Remember, God's heart toward you is personal and relentless. His love is not academic, it is fierce and tender. He rejoices over you with singing. He delights in your faith, your small steps, your honest prayers. He celebrates when you choose to believe again. Heaven watches as you move into the place ordained for you, and the angels shout for joy. Your miracle is also a testimony for others. When God shows up in your life, people around you will see His reality. That's why He heals quietly sometimes and loudly other times, so that others who are watching may find courage to believe. As Archangel Michael proclaims victory over you, you are invited to step into that victory. Declare it. Live like it. Move in the confidence that God has set you free. Give thanks before the visible evidence. Thanksgiving is the language of faith. When possible, thank God for what He is doing even before it fully manifests. Gratitude opens doors. It shifts your posture from pleading to partnering, from scarcity to abundance. Be aware that this miracle will refine even as it restores. Refinement is not punishment, it is preparation for longevity. God's intention is not simply to give you a temporary fix but to establish you on a foundation that lasts. So when challenges come after your breakthrough, remember they are not necessarily signs that the miracle failed, they may be signs that God is now strengthening you for what is next. Stand firm. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Now, in this sacred moment, take a deep breath. Speak these words if you can. Heaven, I receive. Archangel Michael, I accept your protection. Lord, I receive this miracle. Use me. Make me a vessel of your love and mercy. I surrender my plans and receive your perfect will. Let your heart beat with expectancy. Let your hands open as if to receive a gift. Let your mind rest in the assurance that God is at work. This is your invitation to step into a new season. The old is not all bad, it taught you endurance. The new is not without challenge, it requires faith. But the presence of God makes every step sacred. Walk forward, not with brashness, but with bold humility. Hold fast to what is good. Release what hinders. Love extravagantly. Serve faithfully. Celebrate loudly. Archangel Michael closes this message with a charge: protect what God has given you, guard your heart, and use your miracle to bless others. You are called to be a light in dark places, a refuge for the weary, and a witness of God's greatness. When people ask how your life changed, tell them of the one who never left you, the God who heard you, the angel who guarded you, the miracle that arrived. You are safe. You are chosen. You are beloved. Your miracle has arrived. Receive it now. Trust God. Pray. Move. Rejoice. The heavens are with you, and so am I, Archangel Michael, standing at the gate of your destiny ready to escort you into all that has been prepared. Go forth in peace, clothed in power, wrapped in love, and shining with the light of your Maker. Congratulations! Archangel Michael says, your miracle has arrived. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. Please open this immediately. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You only need to trust God and pray to Him. Receive these words as if they were whispered straight into your ear by the One who made you, because they are not ordinary words. They are a direct delivery from heaven to your heart, and every line carries a charge designed to awaken, comfort, and propel you into the new season that is already converging around you. First, breathe. Draw in a breath like it is oxygen for your soul. Let the breath reach the deepest places where fear has nested. Let it loosen the tightness that has kept